Welcome back to Burkeshire Farm. My name is Frank.
And I'm Jackie.
And we're going to bring you up to date on our Barndominium Build. Today we got Jackie in here. She's doing a lot of the cut again of all the ceiling and whatnot. And
today I'm doing the dark trim. Hopefully I'm going to have all the dark trim done in the entire house.
Yep. So that's where we're at on the painting. All the primer's done, of course, and all the ceilings we did in a ceiling white paint. So that's all done. And she's doing the last little bit of painting, and then I've got another project going on over here I would like to share with you.
All right, I'm going to get back to work and do some painting.
I started laying out my tile on the pedestal for the firebox. Most of it's just pretty straightforward. I'm going to say right now for the record, I am not a professional tiler. I did do a shower. It was a master bathroom shower when we lived in Arizona. And I've got some pictures here. You can see where I had to remove shower pan. So I took it all the way down to bare concrete. Here you can see where I'm putting the new shower pan in. And when I started the project, I was just planning on replacing a few of the tiles down around the bottom for when I had to replace the pan. But what we found out is that tile had dye lots, different dye lots, and we could not find a tile that would even come close to the tile that was in the shower. You can see here where I also installed what's called a notch. I think it's called a notch. Back here in Texas, I've done a little bit of tile. I'm not a professional at all. This has been pretty straightforward, just straight cuts. I do have some different miters and different miter sizes here on some of the angles. Some of this is I had to do freehand. Here's another piece I just finished freehanding, and this one's going to go right in here. Yep, that looks good. That looks good. I think it's going to turn out all right. So I'm thinking what I want to do, you know, for this size tile, for 15-inch tile or bigger, it calls for a 1/2-inch square trowel. And yeah, you're just supposed to put your mud down and slap your tiles on, but I'm going to take this a little bit slower. Like I say, I'm not by any means a professional at tiling, but I think what I want to do is I've got all my tiles laid out pretty much where they go, and I've got them also marked here where they go. And rather than getting mud all over everything, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the time, take the trowel, apply the glue directly on the tile the way that I want it, then take the tile and place it right back where it goes. So yeah, is it going to take me a little bit longer? Definitely, but at least then I know I can get them straight back the way they are now. Okay everyone, today's day 2, and I've got the front pieces here, and here, all glued on. I had enough to go ahead and do this piece right here is all glued in, and to just use up what I had, I went ahead and glued this piece in here. This one here is still loose. Now what I want to do is I'm going to lift this, and I want to start working on this part. I want to start getting these front tiles in so that when those are done and dried, I can bring it back down, and then I can just take my trowel and trowel the glue in and lay all my pieces, all my cut pieces in. So that's kind of the plan. These I've got cut for in here. I'm going to have to come in here and clean some of this glue up. After thinking about it, what I've done is I've gone over this with just a real damp cloth, kind of wiped everything off real good, got it good and clean. And I wanted to get the wood moist. By the way, whenever you're working with any type of a mortar, concrete, you want to wear some nitrile gloves or just some protection on your hands. Mortar can definitely burn your skin. But I've got this moist, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to put just a real thin layer, just real thin, and let it set, and I want it to bond to this plywood really well. Okay everyone, that thin layer I put on is all dried up now, and I'm glad I went this route. I really am. I'm pleased with it. I wish, in all sincerity, I wished I would have done the whole thing like this before I put these down. I didn't think I was really getting a good bond on these, but so far it's been okay. But I'm glad I went this route. I know that now I'm going to get a good bond to this. So let's get this thing tiled. My batch of adhesive was a little on the wet side. It was a little too soupy. That's the bad part. The good part is I think it'll still dry and harden just fine. Okay everyone, well, we'll wrap this video up. You can see I went ahead and I grounded everything in. I'm fairly pleased with it. This is what I had imagined it would look like. And I'm just going to let it set for a couple of days. And then we're going to bring our firebox in. We'll bring you along this weekend. This weekend we're going to set our firebox on top of it. So we'll bring you along for that, but this is the finished product. I didn't show the grouting. Honestly, as I mentioned earlier in the video, I'm not a tile instructor. I'm really not. I know what little bit I know, and I wasn't here to try to educate anybody on how to install tile. I'm just not comfortable, speaking from, having a whole lot of experience to pass knowledge to somebody else. I really don't. I know enough to get by, and it turned out fairly nice, I think. And I'm excited to be able to get our firebox on here. And now that this is done, I can start some flooring. So thank you very much for clicking on our channel. Thank you for subscribing, those who have subscribed. Thank you very much, and thank you for hitting the like button for us. It really helps us out here on the farm. It gets our videos out in front of more people. And until next time, thank you again, and God bless.